loved it. Ready for some tea and toast? Do you need a wheelie? Just let me know. Back in the favourite spot while we have breakfast. We've got to wait till 4 o'clock to order food though. So drinks for now. Morning. Morning, Kayleigh.
Morning.
This is my travel buddy for today. Sorry, Louise. But Kayleigh's in the house.
Is Logan taking part of this?
That thumb was disgusting. Good. Find some bad some worse. You can always just sit like around here rather than going too far, I guess. Just in case we have to walk back. No, I mean like if I record with the camera on the left, I always look on the right, but when I switch the camera around, I look the opposite way to like. Anyway, hello everyone. I thought I'd take this minute before we get our gate to just update you on our trip this weekend. Now you're used to seeing me with Lou, but I have Kayleigh with me this weekend. This is a long overdue rescheduled trip from just after like the 2nd or 3rd lockdown, where all the rules around like flying kind of were in and out. We had basically booked to go to Dublin back then, and I think it was a
December.
Oh my gosh, was it?
Was it November? It was like
I don't even know.
Because we ended up in Birmingham for Christmas.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, we basically booked to go, and then we got to the point of like waking up to get in the car to go, and the Irish government changed their rules around needing a PCR test, where you had to go like pay for one, get the result, and then prove that you could fly. And obviously we hadn't done that because up to that point the rules had relaxed enough. And then so we had to make a decision not to travel to the airport, knowing that we wouldn't be able to get our flight. But then at the point at which our flight then was like essentially ready to go, the rules had all changed back and we didn't need a PCR, so we ended up missing our flight and we went to Birmingham instead. So this has like been rearranged for like 2 years now, literally like 2 years now, and we're finally at this point. But yeah, we're just going to go and do just a weekend. We haven't got like a huge amount scheduled in, but we've got like an idea of like, well, I do anyway, an idea of some things that we'd like to do. Kayleigh's just gonna come along for the ride. No, you've sent me some suggestions as well from your friend. Chocolate. But there's castles, there's a prison, there's obviously the Temple Bar area, Guinness Storehouse. We thought we might, depending on the weather, because today is supposed to be like raining a lot of the day, like maybe do the hop on, hop off bus, because that will take you round like most of the touristy areas, and then we can decide what we want to jump on and off at. So yeah, we're just going to kind of like take it slow in that respect. We've got a really nice hotel, we've got a swimming pool, which we plan on utilising. So yeah, we'll just wait for our gate to be called, and then we land just before 8 AM, and yeah, we'll bring you with us. All this time we could have gone to other springs. My ear still hurts now a little bit. Right, for the camera. Right, we've just come off the plane. I've gone for a wee, and now we're just following the signs to the exit. Is that not working, or does it only work when you tread on it? I nearly fell thinking it might start moving. Oh well. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. It's very cloudy, isn't it? Like thick fog. What, disruption? Yeah, maybe. I'm so glad there weren't any delays. That's very foggy. Completely past the sign. Oh no, I see it. What am I holding this so weird? Hey, baby. Okay, so we've just popped into Starbucks for our second coffee of the day. Obviously, it had to be Starbucks just because I really wanted a white mocha, but before that we went into the rolling donut just off O'Connell's Bridge, and we've both got a white Kinder Bueno filled donut. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. What's the time? It's like 10 past 9. Oh, 10 past 9. Oh yeah, of course, it's 10 past 9. So we've just popped in to kind of work out what our next steps are going to be. I'm just charging my phone as well at the same time. We kind of want to do, I think, a hop on, hop off bus, so that we can kind of go around that once, see all like the kind of touristy points, and then work out from there which ones we want to get off at. And we've got a bit of an idea over maybe some things we want to see, some question marks about others, but it is due to rain today as well, so if we do like the bus, then at least we're kind of inside, and then depending on whatever we do after that, we'll make sure that's also inside. We can't get into our hotel until 3 o'clock, but we might try and go a little bit early depending on what we end up doing, and then yeah, we'll probably, once we get there and checked in, just kind of maybe have a little rest before we decide what we do, since it's going to be a long day today. The flight was quite short, but it meant that we didn't really get a chance to rest, haven't been up since 2. So yeah. This is my donut. I won't get it out at the minute, but white chocolate. Kayleigh's had a bite of hers. Is it good, Kayleigh? Very good. I'm going to save mine for the bus, and I think I need to get some savoury snacks too.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Name's Alex, and I'll be your tour guide for this morning. The tour itself will take approximately 1 hour 45 minutes to do the full tour, and there are 25 stops along the way. Now I'll be calling the stops out as you go along. As you can see, just to your right hand side, you'll see tram tracks. So just one thing, guys, if you are upstairs and you've got a selfie stick, just be careful because we have some low hanging cables. So we're going to make our way up to stop number 2 for the Hugh Lane Gallery. Now Parallel, he was the leader of the Home Rule Party, and he was a great believer in decisions being made about Ireland should be made in a Parliament building 7 by a surgeon by the name of Bartholomew Moss. And he was alarmed at the mortality rate among unborn children here in 18th century Dublin, because basically 1 in 5 babies never made childbirth, But that was his great vision, that he would open this maternity hospital. And since its inception, there's been over 1 million registered births in the hospital. So we'll shortly be coming to stop 2, and that is for the Hugh Lane Gallery. A non-political statue or sculpture that we have here on O'Connell Street, because pretty much every other statue has some sort of historical meaning. So just coming up on your right hand side, folks, if you want to get your cameras at the ready, that's the General Post Office. Now that opened its doors in 1818, and he was the leader of the Repeal Party. Just here in Ireland in 1695, whereby it affected 75% of the Catholic population at the time, whereby they were forbidden to vote, forbidden to the city centre. So right hand side is the Bank of Ireland, but this was formerly the old Parliament building here in Dublin. It was established in 1729, and it was the old Parliament building for 70 years. Such was the strategic importance of Dublin, because it was so strategically important for the British Empire, because Britain ruled Ireland and especially Dublin. It meant that's the place to be. Directly on our left hand side is the Provost of Trinity College. That's her house. She's look over to your right hand side, you'll see the former townhouse of the Duke of Leinster. That was his house, that was his townhouse. But that's been home to the Irish government since 1922. So we're just approaching stop number 6, and that is for the Natural History Museum and the government buildings. To your right hand side is government buildings, and that is the Department of An Taoiseach. Now the Taoiseach in Irish Gaelic means chieftain or leader, but the Taoiseach here in Ireland is the equivalent of the Prime Minister in the UK. Now the building itself was formerly the Royal College of Science, and it's probably one of the very last gifts that the British Empire left behind from an architectural point of view. And just down the street there on your left hand side with the white canopies, that's Marco Pierre White's Michelin star restaurant. And directly coming up on your left hand side we also have the Ivy restaurant. So anybody who likes fine dining, a la carte dining, Dawson Street, you'll really enjoy this street. So we're making our way down to stop number 8 on the tour, and that is for Pearse train station. Now just coming up straight ahead, folks, is government building. This is the town side entrance into the government building. Now one of the great things about Dublin is you've got 4 national galleries surrounding government building straight ahead of you there. Over to your right hand side you have the Archaeology Museum, where you can see the bodies. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Cedric Silkenbeard, he built a wooden church on this site here in 1038. But whenever the Anglo-Normans arrived in Dublin, they decided that they wanted to TV commercials at Christmas time from England. So the aristocracy and the royals could go hunting here in this park. This is the biggest enclosed park in Europe. And it was later opened to the public by Lord Chesterfield in 1745. And one of the unique features about the park is the lanterns that you see are one of the very last few remaining gas lit lanterns anywhere in Europe. Now just coming up on your left hand side beyond the trees here is the Wellington Memorial. Now that, the Duke of Wellington, the famous Battle of Waterloo, which happened in 1815. So here we are, see the full extent of the Guinness brewery. One of the biggest breweries in Europe, 64 acres in size, and it has the capacity to make 3 million pints of Guinness every single day. If you look over to your left hand side, you'll see the old royal barracks. They were established in 1701. They were the largest barracks, the first barracks in Europe, and one of the very first army barracks anywhere in the world.
Oh. All I did was videos. There she is. Off our little bus tour to go and explore. All behind there. Doesn't want to focus anyway.
She said it was better during the day.
Just to know your life, and they don't want.
Find out, get some tips, mate.
I haven't had that to do a lot of recruitment.
No. Arts building, yeah, so it's like kind of maybe in between.
He's a man.
Just been to see Oscar Wilde statue, and now we thought we would come to the Natural History Museum to kill an hour or so before we make our way to the hotel. Is it like? It's just before 2 o'clock and we've successfully managed to sign in, check in. Before Kayleigh has a sleep, let me quickly do a room tour. So we're at the Camden Court Hotel, booked through booking.com using Genius perks. We managed to get a discount on the room. So yeah, you come in here, we're on the 4th floor. We've got a nice big shower. Oh, she has light. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, a little wardrobe walk-in situation. Plenty of plugs. We have coffee making facilities in the form of lavazza. Oh my gosh. Let's leave that. Pods. Which I'm assuming are these. Little place for bags. A big TV. Kayleigh looking very relaxed. The bed's nice and big for us. Let's have a look at the view. Oh, so that's the kind of entranceway where you come in, and I'm not going to be able to open that anymore. But yeah, you kind of go in over here. It's really nice. It's got a nice entrance as well, and this is kind of in a bit of an area where there's loads of restaurants and food and eatery places around, so hopefully we can find something nice for our dinner. Oh my gosh, I turned around and you weren't there. There she is. On the ground floor is a leisure centre with a spa and swimming pool and facilities that we can use. I see there's ropes in here.
I saw that.
What's the sitch with these? If you would like to take this bathrobe home, please no, 80 euros would be added to your bill. No, I don't really want to take it home, but I'm assuming we can use it for the spa, right? I'm assuming so. I need to find some information on that to double check. But yeah, we've brought our swimming stuff so that we can go down for a swim at some point. I think you have to book the sessions in 45-minute blocks, but we will have a look into that. But yeah, I'm excited for that. But first, good night. You are? Dad would love that one. Chocolate milkshake for me. Coke Zero for Kayleigh. And we're at like one of them. Got a chicken avocado with dill pickles, red onion, lettuce. What have you got?
Chicken, bacon and cheese and barbecue.
Lush. And then this is like half and half, so half fries, half onion rings. So yeah, to be fair, these are quite big, aren't they? Hopefully they're yummy too.